Hi everyone, let's get started. So this is a tutorial to assemble the Halloween calendar, 13 days of Halloween. So to get started, you're going to need your outer box. You're going to need 5 total dividers. So you're going to need, 2 long and 3 short. Okay, as well as the top insert and the cardboard insert. I just want to be transparent and let everybody know all these pieces were not part of my original plan. When I was designing this with my supplier, there was a lot of miscommunication. Obviously, most calendars that you see are either 12 or 24. Or even 31 for some of the other Halloween ones. But I don't know about you, but I didn't want to make 31 minis for the abundant amount of calendars that I had a hunch people would want. So I stuck with 13. 13 is a personal favorite of mine, Lucky 13. Anyways, so I could go on, but I had a lot of fun designing this, and I'm so excited for everybody to do this with me. So keep in mind, again, this is our first year doing this. There's going to be a lot of improvements for next year. Trust me, the list is long, so I apologize in advance if some of the assembly is tricky. Let's get started. Okay, as you can see off to the side, I have put all of my cutters into my mini bags. Let's just say the original cookies were, when I did all the promo photo shoots, they were kind of devoured by my family. And you know what? Hey, that happens, as most of you may have experienced. So anyways, all right, so you're going to need the outer box. So this is the front. It's 13 Days of Halloween. It has 13 boxes. The biggest one is on the bottom. On the back, we have a really cool section for you to put your ingredients. I personally am just going to put one of my labels. I have a different separate label that I put on my cookies, and it just lists ingredients. So that way, when it comes to putting these all together for my actual customers, it'll be an easy slap on, go. Instructions, more so it's just a cute little Halloween poem. I've been reading a lot to my daughter, and I just got into the rhyming spirit, so I created this cute little poem for you guys, and hopefully your customers will like it too. Okay, so just to preface, I've pre-folded or bent all of my edges before starting recording. I have found that it helps a lot in assembly. So before I know we're all like super excited to get these things assembled and have them in our grasps. But I don't want you to accidentally rip or tear one of the perforated windows, because that happened to me a couple times on my own. So don't do that. Be careful. These boxes are fragile. I've received a lot of feedback on the material of these boxes, and I'm so excited to hear how everyone likes them. It's a beautiful, beautiful matte finish. Like I'm super pleased with the final results in terms of the outer box. The inner, we'll work on it. Okay. So let's see. So basically you're gonna be kind of building it from bottom to top. So all of you should have a cardboard. Now, unfortunately, when I was packing everything, I noticed the company I ordered them from shipped half of them the right size and half of them the incorrect size. So honestly, I just ended up trimming one of my own. As you can see, there's kind of lines on here. I just trimmed off one of those little lines. I just used regular scissors, and then I did one on the opposite side. And I found it was fit perfectly. Like no catching, no shoving, slid in really nice. So that was cool. So again, next year, a lot easier. Okay, so first, okay, we're gonna build our dividers. So as you can see, the top layer has nothing to keep your cookies from like going all over the place. So this was the little add-on I had to expedite, and these little dividers. So they're pretty easy. So it's easier if you're working on a flat surface. I will say that. I'm currently at my dining room table, standing, but that's how I work. I actually decorate cookies while standing. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. My back will hate me later. All right, so you take one of your long ones and one of your short ones. And I found it's easiest to have the cutout parts up. You just take one of these, slide it down. Okay, take one of your other ones, or you know what, even before you do that, you could take your other long one. Oh, of course it falls off on camera. Take one of the other long ones and then put these together like that. So you have like a long H, and then you can just go through and assemble the rest. So then you slide on the middle ones. Make sure the openings overlap, because that's what's really gonna like keep it secure. Okay. Okay, cool. So then you're gonna take your little, you probably had this off to the side somewhere because you're smart, like, because I know you guys can all do this. Okay, so I just kind of put this closer to the top, because remember, your bottom one is where your bigger cookie. I personally put a bigger one because why not? More sugar on Halloween. Or you can do, you know, 4 minis. I mean, it's up to you. I love the creative geniuses in the cookier world. Like, I think that's what got me started in cookies, is just how impressed I was that people could do this to something that's edible. I mean, you guys are amazing. Okay, so as you can see, I just layered this on top, and the supports underneath just hold it up, nothing fancy. And then you can put your cookies inside. So it's up to you. I personally like putting them in after I've inserted it, or you can put them in like this, you know, as without the insert, whichever is easiest. You know, you guys I don't want, this isn't, make sure my little raven is facing the right way. You know, I don't want this to be difficult for you guys. I want this to be a really fun experience. I'm just so excited that you guys all love this. It just makes me so happy. I'm not alone in my little Halloween love. Okay, so you can just put them wherever, no particular order. And then, as some of you may remember in my photo shoot example, there was 2 of these. So obviously I just used the same cutter, boink, boink, done. So you know what, in fact, I'm gonna put this on first so you can kind of see it's coming together. And then this one, oops, let's fold that, a little extra cushion. This would stay in there like that. Boom, bada bing. Okay, so 2 next to each other. All right, so if you're curious, if you're wondering, if you haven't heard already, so I got these cutters from Brighton Cutters. I worked with Amanda on designing this set. I basically gave her a list of what I thought was cute. She designed all of these. I just was like, hey, I think this would be a great idea. So she's amazing, she's super helpful. Thank you again, Amanda, for doing those. And you can get those directly from her on her website. So as you can see, they fit perfectly. They fit absolutely perfectly, especially with the bags. And if you're like me, I'll probably add a little bit more cushion just underneath the cookie with like the crinkle paper. It's one of my signature it's part of my signature packaging. It's up to you. You know, don't hesitate to make this, you know, own this. I just provide the exoskeleton, so to speak. Okay, so stay. So you have your outer box. Now it's time to assemble the outer box. So before you put these in your box, I found it's easier to close one of the ends so it has kind of, somewhere to go. Okay, so, you take this. So what you're first gonna do is you can see these yellow lines on both sides. These are adhesive. So you just peel off. I come at, there we go. Peel. And then you fold the two little ones in. You're gonna fold the adhesive side down first. That way your outer layer, so to speak, has something to stick to. And you don't even have to press that hard. Like I'm barely touching this, and look at that. Easy peasy. And the cool thing is these won't slide out, like that's in there. So that's a warning, make sure you get everything inside your box before you do the final assembly. Okay, so you're gonna wanna make sure your cute little witches are on the front, and then you're just gonna slide it in. Okay, so as you can see, and then you just slide it in like that. Bada boom, bada bing. And you can see the last flap is gonna add an extra security to your cookies, because you don't want those going anywhere. You worked hard on those. So same thing in final assembly. So you can do that. 2 little tabs. I'm not gonna pull this final one only because I'm obviously gonna be using this one for my own customers and I wanna be able to use it. So if anybody has any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Yeah, it's been a process, but I'm really excited, and I hope you guys do well in all your pre-sales. I've just had so many people reach out about this, and it is just so amazing how supportive everyone has been. I'm just so grateful. So anyways, thank you again.